Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is East Coast Inshore Fishing, and today I am not on the water. I thought I'd take the time and teach you guys how I tie my FG knot. This is my favorite conjoining knot, and it's fairly simple to tie, and I like it mostly because I'm able to reel it through my rod guides without any issues. And it takes a little bit of practice, probably 10-15 times before you get it down, but the method I'm going to show you today is relatively easy, and I'll go through it step by step. So you guys pause at any point in the video and rewind if you missed a step, and we're going to go over it. A couple of things to have to make this job easier are a lighter. In this case I have a stick lighter, but it is a torch style stick lighter. I'm able to use this in high wind situations, and as fishermen, we're in wind quite a bit. You'll notice there's rust on it. That's because this does not leave my tackle bag. And I can't tell you how many times that I've had to retie a leader out on the boat. If you fish enough, you know that it happens. You get broken off, hook a big snook or a small snook, they fray you up, you've got to retie leader. And a pair of snips. In this case, I have NLBN snips that I've ordered off their website, and I'm able to cut braid and leader material with these snips. A good pair of pliers will work too. I keep a pair of Denko pliers on my hip, and they cut through braid and leader material with ease as well. So at this point, you're going to want to grab your main line braid that you're using, and today I'll be using Powerpro Super Slick V2 30-pound test, and I double it back on itself. So you got your main line like this, I make a little loop, double it back on itself, I take my index finger and my thumb and I put it in that loop like this, and then I wrap it around my pinky, the back end around my pinky. I make this pretty tight. Your pinky's gonna change colors, but don't be alarmed, this is only temporary. And then what I'll do is I'll lock it with my ring finger so it doesn't come undone. And what you'll have now is a sort of triangle. Thumb, index finger, this line is running and wrapping around your pinky, and your ring finger is locking that in place. Grab your leader material. Today I'll be using a 40-pound Seaguar Blue label, and I tuck it underneath my braid like this and pinch it. And from here you're gonna weave. Just like that. And I'll do it again so you can see it underneath like this, and then weave just like that. Now I go back and forth a total of 36 times. That's one. $22, $23, $24, $28, $29, $30, $31, $32, $33, $34,
35. And 36. At this point, you'll have a pretty tight weave, just like that. And what you want to do is pinch the top of your FG knot, like that. Unravel it from your pinky. And you'll notice you have your tag end of your leader, your main line, and the tag end of your braid. That tag end of the braid is a little long, so I like to cut it just a smidge, make it about 6 inches long. And your FG knot needs to be locked in place at this point. So I tie a half hitch right at the top. And that half hitch encompasses the tag end of your leader and your main line, and you tag that, or you tie that with your the tag end of your main line. So it's locked in place. What we need to do is cinch it down. And when I cinch it down, this knot will come tight and will change colors because the lines are binding together. Watch how this happens. See how it pulled tight? It changed colors. This knot is cinched down and tight. It got smaller and it's looking good. So what I'll do from here is I'll tie a couple more half hitches encompassing the tag end of my leader and the main line, and I tie those half hitches with the tag end of my main line like this. I tie 3 more half hitches. There's 1. Two. And then the last one is 3. You want to pull them down tight. There's many ways to do this last part. And a lot of people, they cut the tag in, tie 5 to 10 more half hitches at the top of this and call it good. But I like to tie what's called an ending knot. And what that is just a half hitch, but instead of wrapping it 1 time, I go around 10 times. I go around the main line and the tag end for the leader 10 times. I'll show you what that looks like. One, 8, 9, 10. So what you've got is 10 loops or 10 wraps around the main line and the tag end of your leader, and you've got a loop here and the tag end of the main line. What you want to do is tuck that tag into the main line to run parallel with the FG knot and pinch it. And you're going to back this loop around the tag end of the main line, the tag end of the fluorocarbon leader, and your main line. in the opposite direction of the loops that you just made. And what that's going to do is give you the opportunity to create what's called an ending knot. I'll show you what that looks like. All right, it's backed all the way out. And at this point, you want to wet it with a little saliva. Find the tag end of your main line. That should be laid up against your FG knot itself. And you're going to want to pull that down snug. Watch what happens here. So once that ending knot is pulled down pretty tightly, you want to grab a hold of it and yank. And you've done two things here. One, you've created a smaller area at the top of your FG knot to travel through the guides of your rod. And you've put the tag end exit of your main line down lower on the FG. So what I do now is I trim the tag end of my main line and I trim the tag end of my leader just like that. And then I'll grab my torch and I'll burn them. See the tag end of my leader right there? I grab the torch and I get it pretty close, not right on it, and this will fold down, mushroom down, just like that. And then I press it up against the lighter and that's locked in place. And I do the same thing with the tag end for my main line. See it sticking out? I light my torch, get it close, singes it, melts it down. That is a finished FG knot. This is the strongest braid to leader knot, and when done correctly, it should not fail. Your line might fail, your main line might fail, your leader might break, the knot to your hook might break, but when done correctly, this FG is pretty lights out. And it reels through the guides of your rod easily. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. If you could please subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. It's free and it's greatly appreciated. Thanks for tuning in.